Things are looking pretty grim for the Bloodline right now. Well, at least the original Bloodline. Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso are in desperate need of allies, but don't exactly have a good reputation. However, a potentially huge mistake from a four-time WWE champion could inadvertently lead to a reunion. Braun Breaker may look to take advantage of a new situation that has presented itself on Raw. While Roman Reigns is averse to the idea of asking Jey Uso for help, Jimmy Uso isn't. As such, he made his presence felt on Raw last night, looking to chat with his brother. Well, the badass could look to make use of this, but it may not go as he has planned. If last night revealed anything, it's that Jimmy Uso wants to make up with his brother. Although he was unsuccessful, he will surely continue to try in the coming weeks. Braun Breaker, noticing the pattern, could try to get into Jey Uso's head and perhaps attack Jimmy continuously. However, this could have the opposite effect. Rather than dishearten Jey, these attacks will only anger him. Tired of seeing his brother decimated each week, he will come to his aid. This could in turn lead to him letting bygones be bygones with Roman Reigns, which will ultimately result in the reunion of the original Bloodline. At the end of the day, though, this is nothing more than mere speculation. Before Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso even consider reuniting the original Bloodline, they must be wary. Solo Sikoa and his goons certainly pose a threat, but they may prove to be the secondary antagonists. After all, following WWE Bad Blood, it seems as though the true antagonist might just be The Rock. Rocky made his presence felt at the end of all the proceedings in Atlanta, Georgia, and although he didn't say much, the look on his face spoke volumes. He was none too pleased about this new partnership between Reigns and Cody Rhodes. This could lead to a confrontation between the original tribal chief and the final boss. Who knows? Perhaps it may lead to separate factions once all is said and done. But only time will tell how things unfold. In the unpredictable world of WWE, storylines twist and turn in ways that keep fans on the edge of their seats. One of the most intriguing narratives currently unfolding revolves around a four-time WWE champion who seems poised to make a monumental mistake, an error that could have massive repercussions, including the potential for a shocking Bloodline reunion. The storyline in question is not only deeply personal, but also filled with layers of betrayal, loyalty, and the complex dynamics of wrestling families. At the center of this brewing storm is Jey Uso, the former right-hand man of Roman Reigns, the once dominant Bloodline leader. Jey Uso is not just any four-time WWE champion. As a tag team specialist with his twin brother Jimmy Uso, Jey has carved out a legacy in WWE, holding multiple tag team titles. But over the last few years, Jey's rise has been defined by his solo achievements and his role in the Bloodline, the faction dominated by his cousin, Roman Reigns. The Bloodline storyline has been one of WWE's most captivating arcs, centered on Roman's dominance as the tribal chief and his control over his family, especially Jey. For Jey, things changed dramatically when he finally rebelled against Roman's manipulations, striking out on his own. His defection led to a series of emotional matches, including headlining main events with Roman for the Universal Championship. But the fallout of his departure from the Bloodline has left him vulnerable, walking the fine line between independence and being pulled back into the toxic family dynamic that shaped him. After months of battling his family, Jey made an even bigger statement by joining WWE Raw, leaving SmackDown and his family behind. As a babyface now, Jey has become a fan favorite, but there are storm clouds gathering on the horizon. His journey may be veering toward a crucial mistake, one that could pull him back into the orbit of Roman Reigns and the Bloodline. The mistake Jey Uso is about to make revolves around trust, specifically placing his faith in the wrong people. Ever since moving to Raw, Jey has been searching for alliances. He knows better than anyone that being alone in WWE is dangerous, especially with factions like the Judgment Day dominating the scene. Jey's independent streak is admirable, but WWE is a landscape where power is consolidated through numbers, and his current situation leaves him vulnerable to both new enemies and old ones. One of the most tantalizing aspects of Jey's current run is his subtle interactions with the Judgment Day, particularly Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest. This faction has made waves with their brutal methods and desire for power, and they've been shown to be interested in recruiting Jey. This creates an ethical dilemma for Jey. Does he align himself with a group that could give him the muscle he needs to stay relevant on Raw? Or does he maintain his distance and risk being outnumbered by his enemies? However, the most significant error Jay could make is in not realizing the consequences of turning to the Judgment Day. Aligning with them could not only tarnish his hard-earned babyface status, but also signal to the Bloodline that G is once again susceptible to manipulation by larger forces. Roman Reigns, ever the master of mind games, could see Jay's association with the Judgment Day as an opportunity to drag him back into the Bloodline's fold, playing on his loyalty and need for family. The potential for Jay's mistake is amplified by the ever-looming shadow of the Bloodline. While G may have left the faction in a blaze of glory, the Bloodline is far from finished. Roman Reigns continues to rule SmackDown with an iron fist, and Jimmy Uso has made decisions that suggest he is far from done with his brother. Jimmy's recent actions on SmackDown, including his betrayal of Jay, have left fans wondering whether a deeper Bloodline reunion is in the cards. Even though Jimmy has shown signs of defiance against Roman, his motivations remain unclear. Does Jimmy still want to be part of the Bloodline, or is he simply trying to forge his own path? These questions make the Bloodline storyline even more intriguing, as Jay's potential mistake could serve as the catalyst for a reunion. Roman Reigns, the ever-strategic leader, could use Jay's vulnerability to his advantage. Roman has always manipulated Jay through emotional blackmail, using the bond of family to keep him in line. If G aligns himself with the Judgment Day, Roman could exploit this partnership by convincing G that the only true family he can rely on is the Bloodline. This could set the stage for Roman to pull G back into the fold, reigniting old rivalries and creating a combustible family reunion that could shake WWE to its core.